Hey everyone, I decided to head out today, and since I was off, go to my garage and try to finish up the grill I was working on. And right now I can pretty much say it's like 99% done. It holds itself up, everything's more or less screwed in. And this is, aside from like the color difference, this is going to be more or less like the finished product. All I did is, if you watched the first video, is I kind of lined it up. I had to cut this off so it actually accommodate room for the clips on the side. This one's broken off here, but I know it's going to stay on. I think the one I have on right now is actually missing a couple. So I had to pretty much make sure it was like squared up. It sits in there all right now. I haven't mounted in with the screws that fasten the outer lip, the black piece right there. And it almost lines up pretty good. I got two on either side, so it holds it's not like flimsy. There is just a bit of a gap right now. I'm gonna have to, because it doesn't go down all the way, I'm going to use like a bracket. So I'm gonna screw in like the original screw there, and then I'm probably gonna use something maybe like, I don't want to use a cable tie. But you know, like the little, it's the bracket, like the tie downs that actually hold like telephone cords like that to the wall. It's kind of like a loop. I'm probably going to put it in there and try to wrap it through the middle, just to get it to hold down, so it's going to be like as flush as possible. And sorry, I got two things moving at once. Should look like that, like nice and closed. The top's going to be a little more difficult because I'm going to probably have to make a cut here and here, as well here and here, just to push it up. Because if I push up now, it actually kind of throws off like the shape. So if I make a cut here and here, just get that little piece out, it should like rest right underneath like the bracket, like, or the mount, where it's going to mount onto the frame. But all that aside, it's ready to go. It holds itself up, everything's kind of fastened in. And then the only other thing I really have to think about now is if I am going to put an emblem on it. So I'll dry fit it for now. I don't know, I'll see what it looks like when I put it on. I was also thinking about trying to get fog lights behind it, but that's like something else right now, because I don't have the JDM bumper and I really wish I did. But you know, like I can always cut out holes, make sure they're, you know, mirrored on both sides, sink in fog lights and do that. But I'm trying to do this as cheap and efficient as possible. So right now, you know, tally this up. I think they might have charged me like $10 for the grill. I think they charged it as one piece when I bought something else. So I think the grill itself, we'll chalk it up. It was, when they billed me, I'll just say it was, you know, $10 to $0, because they charged it as one whole piece when I was purchasing a bunch of other stuff, because it's all like miscellaneous parts. So if you want to get really nitpicky, you can say it was like a big zero, because they included it in the price with all the other like miscellaneous parts I was buying, which was just $1,000 total. So yeah, I think it was, you know, pretty easy project. It was pretty cheap. You know, assuming you have all the parts at your disposal, I kind of lucked out on this one. But I think this looks like hella clean. Really, like that's pretty clean. It's not gaudy. I might paint the mesh. I might do it black. I'll see what it looks like when I put it on, because I don't want it to be too flashy. I just want it to look nice and clean. So we'll leave it here, and I'll put up, I guess, part 4, and that's when I'll be putting, you know, sticking on the short ram. But I'll leave you with this now, if I can squeeze by real fast without knocking it over. I was actually in the yard, and I pulled out like a kind of like a shitty cold air, but I pulled it out of it was like a first gen Tiburon, like the bug-eyed one that has like the 2 headlights. Anyway, it's a little rough. There is I'm gonna have to like patch. This was like for like the the mass airflow sensor, I believe, when I ripped it out. And this guy has a hole right through, but I can patch that, or I can just use like this as a gusset, clamp it over. I'll polish it up, because I know this is where my other one is 2.5. I think this is a 3-inch. So I know I'll see how it fits, because I know it fit in the Tiburon. I'll see how it fits in the CRV. I can always do some cutting and fabrication, but again, I'm trying to do this on a budget. This, if you're curious, these 2 pieces, and then I have like all the hardware, like the clamps, all that. I think they put me in for $4.51 after tax. That's what it was, because it went through as a heating duct. So thanks for watching, and I hope you're liking this. I hope you're excited for the next part.